What if I told you the late Pope Francis, yes, the guy in white with the gentle smile, wasn't just the head of the Catholic Church, but also a one-lunged, TV-hating, nightclub-bouncing mystery wrapped in a cassock? Welcome to our deep dive into 10 strange, hilarious, and downright mysterious secrets about Pope Francis that will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about popes. Let's go beyond the pulpit and peel back the layers. Number 1. The Pope who never went home. You'd think being the first Pope from Latin America would mean you'd want to rep your roots, right? Not Francis. From the moment he took office in 2013 until his final breath, he never once returned to Argentina. Not even for a vacation. Not even for a steak. And we know Argentina has the best. The official word? He didn't want to be used politically. But rumors swirl darker than incense smoke in a cathedral. Some speculate deep rifts with the Argentinian government, others believe it was spiritual penance. Did he fear being idolized? Or was there something or someone waiting back home he wasn't ready to face? Whatever the case, the Pope stayed away, but left everyone wondering why. Number 2. The chemist turned pontiff. Before becoming the Vicar of Christ, Jorge Mario Bergoglio was your local neighborhood nerd. He studied chemistry and even worked as a chemical technician. Yes, the guy who would one day condemn greed and call for climate justice used to mix things in beakers. This scientific background is more than just trivia. It shaped the way he saw the world. He approached the church not as a business, but as a system complex, delicate, reactive. It might also explain why he was the first pope to speak seriously about climate change, treating it less like a political issue and more like a chemical imbalance in our spiritual ecosystem. Number 3. The one-lung wonder. At the age of 21, Francis was diagnosed with a severe infection. Doctors had no choice but to remove a significant portion of one lung. For most people, that would mean a quiet life of rest. For him, it meant more room for the Holy Spirit, apparently. Even with one lung, Pope Francis had more energy than most of us on 3 cups of espresso. He delivered speeches, kissed babies, and called strangers for emotional support, all while breathing at 50% lung power. Makes you question every time you've ever said, "I'm too tired to go to work," doesn't it? Number 4. The Pope who preferred the bus. While other popes enjoyed the perks of the bulletproof Pope-mobile and chauffeured luxury, Francis chose the bus. Yep. As Archbishop of Buenos Aires, he took the metro. And even after becoming pope, he rejected the fancy papal apartment and limo, opting instead to live in a guest house and ride in a Ford Focus. Was it a security risk? Absolutely. Was it a statement? You bet. Francis didn't just preach humility, he commuted it. To him, walking among the people wasn't just symbolic, it was mandatory. He once said, "A shepherd should smell like his sheep." I'm guessing public transportation helped with that. Number 5. The nightclub bouncer. You read that right. The man in the white robe once guarded the door at a Buenos Aires nightclub. His job? Keep the riffraff out. Ironically, this job would later prepare him for the Catholic Church, where he would keep spiritual riffraff in check. But think about it. Teenage Francis, leather jacket, arms crossed, evaluating partygoers before letting them in. You know, someone definitely tried to bribe him with empanadas. And maybe this is where he first learned the value of mercy. Or maybe he just really liked loud music. Either way, it makes him the only pope you'd want as your wingman. Number 6. The Pope who didn't watch TV. In 1990, Pope Francis made a vow to the Virgin Mary. No more TV. Not one telenovela. Not one World Cup. Nada. For the rest of his life, he kept that promise. He claimed it helped him avoid distraction. But here's the twist, he didn't just avoid TV. He once said he hadn't watched a movie in over 25 years. That means he missed everything from Titanic to Avengers, Endgame. No spoilers, please, he took vows. Number 7, the papal foot washer. Pope Francis redefined tradition with 2 things, a bucket and a towel. Instead of washing just the feet of men, he included women, Muslims, prisoners, even atheists. For a church steeped in centuries of ritual, this was a theological mic drop. To Francis, the act wasn't about who's worthy. It was about who needed compassion. He got down on his knees and showed the world that service wasn't beneath the most powerful religious leader on earth. Powerful stuff. Number 8. His favorite movie was La Strada. His all-time favorite movie was La Strada by Federico Fellini, a tragic, poetic film about love, loss, and redemption. Not your average popcorn flick. Francis said the film haunted him because of its message. Everyone has value, even the broken and unwanted. It's not just cinema for him, it's theology with a soundtrack. Which makes you wonder, if he did ever break his no TV rule, maybe this was the one he rewatched with tears and popcorn in secret. Number 9. The Pope who lived in a motel. Instead of living in the lavish apostolic palace with its palace guards, grand pianos, and Vatican butlers, Francis chose to live in Casa Santa Marta, basically the Vatican's equivalent of a Holiday Inn. He wanted to eat in a common dining room, not dine alone behind gold doors. He didn't want to be served, he wanted to serve. This simple choice sent shockwaves through the hierarchy. And let's be real, you know he was the kind of guy who returned his food tray after meals. Number 10. The Pope who broke the rules. Constantly. Pope Francis made random phone calls to strangers. He stopped motorcades to hug disabled children. He spoke freely to the press, even when his advisors begged him not to. He broke the papal mold and built a new one. But here's the real twist, he didn't do it to rebel. He did it because he believed a spiritual leader should feel like a person, not a porcelain statue. He redefined what it meant to lead with grace, grit, and good humor. And maybe, just maybe, that's why people of all faiths respected him.